Trump expands global tariffs, Brazil, copper, and a growing trade storm. President Trump is turning up the heat on global trade once again, and this time Brazil is at the center of the storm. Late Wednesday, Trump unveiled a new 50% tariff on all goods imported from Brazil, not as a response to trade imbalances, but in defense of former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro is currently on trial for allegedly attempting to overturn Brazil's 2022 election results, a case Trump called a witch hunt that should end immediately. He framed the tariff as a political stand, calling Bolsonaro a highly respected leader and condemning Brazil's judicial process as an international disgrace. Brazil wasn't alone. Earlier in the day, Trump sent new tariff letters to 7 other countries: the Philippines, Brunei, Moldova, Algeria, Iraq, Sri Lanka, and Libya. These countries now face tariffs ranging from 20% to 30%, consistent with April's Liberation Day announcements. In total, Trump has sent over 20 letters this week and has promised even more, all pointing toward a massive global trade reset set to take effect August 1st. Copper and pharma markets react. While international leaders digest the diplomatic impact, markets are already feeling the shock, especially in the metals sector. After announcing plans for a 50% tariff on copper, Trump has upended a market already under pressure. On Tuesday, copper prices surged over 10%, only to fall over 3% on Wednesday as traders recalibrated. The new copper tariff mirrors existing duties on steel and aluminum and was confirmed by Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, who said it should take effect by the end of July. Trump also floated an eye-popping 200% tariff on imported pharmaceuticals, though with a grace period of up to 18 months for companies to adapt. No specific timeline has been announced, but the message is clear. The administration is preparing to reshape multiple critical supply chains. Trump's tariff blitz is reverberating around the world. On Tuesday, China warned of retaliation, specifically targeting countries that work with the US to exclude it from supply chains. China is watching the situation closely as it leads the BRICS alliance, a bloc Trump labeled as following anti-American policies. Meanwhile, India, another BRICS member, is walking a fine line. Trump had previously signaled a pending trade deal with India that could offer relief from 26% reciprocal tariffs. But this week he threatened an additional 10% levy on BRICS nations, adding uncertainty to the negotiations. India has yet to respond publicly, suggesting it's trying to preserve the relationship while securing favorable terms. Notably, India will chair BRICS next year, making this diplomatic dance even more delicate. The European Union is pushing to reach a framework agreement before the August 1st deadline. The bloc has accepted a 10% baseline tariff but is still negotiating exceptions for specific sectors. Canada recently scrapped its digital services tax, clearing the way for resumed trade talks. A deal is expected by mid-July, and Vietnam, once facing a 46% tariff, will now see just 20% on standard imports but 40% tariffs on transshipped goods originating from other countries, particularly China. Economic fallout, copper and cars. Beyond diplomacy, Trump's tariff policies are also fueling inflationary pressures. The US used car market is seeing its largest annual price increase since 2022. Driven by volatility in the auto supply chain caused by new import duties. The Manheim Used Vehicle Value Index rose 6.3% year over year, with experts citing auto tariffs as a major factor. And as the cost of copper spikes, American manufacturers are already paying a 25% premium compared to global prices. With copper inventories flooding into US warehouses ahead of the August deadline, traders and producers are bracing for more disruptions. Looking ahead, a global countdown. Trump's self-imposed August 1st deadline is shaping up to be a global reckoning. Dozens of countries are scrambling to secure deals, others are preparing for a tariff-driven standoff. Commerce Secretary Lutnick says 15 to 20 more letters are still on the way, and Trump himself has warned that not every country will get a deal. In his own words, "We've got 200 countries. We can't meet with 200 countries." Whether you see it as hardball negotiation or protectionist overreach, one thing is clear. Global trade is entering a volatile new chapter. Stay informed with Data Drop Daily, your AI-powered business and economic recap in under 5 minutes.